8-year-old Morgan Grimlove sat in her tent that warm summer night. There was a gentle breeze, and the sky was illuminated with the twinkles of hundreds of stars, dancing like crystal lanterns high above the farmstead. Crickets chirped, frogs croaked, and the tall grass swayed ever so slightly. This was truly a beautiful summer night, the kind that was the pinnacle of childhood wonder. Yet all this was lost on little Morgan. The tent was set up near the pond, on the edge of the farmstead. The front was open. She lay prone in her jeans, shoes, button-up shirt, and hunting vest. Her skinny brown arms held a youth rifle propped up on a stand. One of her dark brown eyes peered through the scope. Wrapped around the barrel of the gun was a collar, a simple dog collar with a tag that read Star. Morgan would never forget Star. Star was the puppy she received 3 years ago for the winter festival. Coincidentally, she had also received this very rifle that year. Star was a lively, gregarious, and downright adorable Winterland Windpaw. Her coat was white as snow and softer than cotton, her eyes black as coal, and her tongue pink and soft. A truly majestic breed of elf-hound, Star's coat never became soiled, not matter how much she and Morgan played in the dirt, mud, grass, or damp. Her breath was always pleasant, and her scent sweet. And the two played extensively as, here on the frontier of Troll Country, there were no human children nearby Morgan's age. Morgan was the youngest of her family. Her father and sister were the first to see old Brownie rise out of the pond. But it was her elder brother Afrid who alerted the rest of the family when that fateful day came. He was taking scraps out to the compost pile when he saw old Brownie retreating into the pond, and he cried out in horror. The rest of the family came out, Morgan included, to see Star in the Kelpie's jaws, her once spotless white fur besmirched with blood. Morgan and Star had seen old Brownie before. He seemed friendly enough. The Kelpie would often come by the two frolicking near the pond and seemingly join in their play. He would try to nuzzle Morgan with his head and chase Star around in a playful way. Morgan often would giggle when this happened. Old Brownie was a friend that occasionally showed up to entertain the two. Old Brownie was a Kelpie. Kelpies are patient animals. They are also very clever animals. Long have they learned to lull their prey to their own demise. Despite their resemblance to horses, Kelpies were predators by nature. Old Brownie never was a friend. He was always a killer by nature. Morgan's young face was stony and cold, her youthful eyes filled with cold resolution. She would avenge Star. She would make old Brownie's brown hide her bedroom's floor rug and mount the Kelpie's skull on her wall above the place Star's dog bed was. Then she heard it, the disturbance on the water. Then she saw him, a large, dark, shaggy equine head rise out of the water. It was old Brownie. He slowly moved towards the edge of the pond, eyes glowing a ghostly gray, and sharp, carnivorous teeth shone white. "I got him, girl," Morgan whispered, her tiny fingers curling around the trigger of her rifle and pulling it. Bang! The gunshot rang out and woke the rest of her family back at the farmhouse.